Done with your private talks? Shall we begin? So, some things we explained. I mean, like anybody fresher here who has not attended the earlier sessions? Okay, two, three of them. Sir, why don't you come this side? Or, forward, or, because you're directly behind. Now, as per conditions are given, we might meet once more, like maybe tomorrow or day after tomorrow also. So that's all. I mean, like, it's not a course, and like I have been telling, I cannot, help in a 3-day, 4 days time for such a huge examination. Then that will be the most cruel part of it. Examination itself is a very cruel exam. So, what I suggest is that the black t-shirt, crocodile. How old are you? 18. Who is saying 19? Okay, fine. No, I see very young faces here. Very young faces. So, how many of you are here below 20? Below 20. Okay, 3, 4. Rest are like. So that means below 20 means that you are all in graduation, still continuing graduation. So those kind of things and all is going on. So yes. So we had discussed about the potential of the examination. So what to do in the basis for an examination, and we discussed a little bit on how general studies is being done. In almost all the classes we did the same. Today I would like to take the opportunity of making you understand what the exam is all about. We'll just go through a brief understanding, that's all. And tomorrow when you come for the class, I shall brief you on what all the syllabus part is. That's what all I can do. I cannot go into teaching. Like I said, I can give you instructions on coaching. Other than that, I cannot. But take more importance, take more significance in the idea of what? Motivating yourself for writing a better exam rather than looking down. See, don't be that mendak in the kuwa. That doesn't suit anyone. Try to fly. God has decided you to be inside the kuwa only or in the well. We cannot help. If God has decided, then that will only happen. But it is our effort to fly, or at least to try to fly. Maybe you will go up a mountain and try jumping, but you might die also. Don't worry, the soul will fly. So, concept goes like, I have explained many things. So, your beloved Member of Parliament also intends that particular idea. I mean, like empowering of the youth. So, when I was, when I came across his name, so first thing that I really felt good was he got an award last year for empowerment of the youth from United Nations. Your MP. The last year he got. Many people doesn't care about the youth. Many people care about themselves. So somebody who takes care of next generation has a lot of value. That should also be understood. In a scenario where, see, when you are empowering youth, there is a trouble that you are making. That's actually a trouble. See, if I give you empowerment, where am I keeping the axe? My own legs. Because tomorrow you will grow equal to me, maybe more than me. If I am jealous about it, then that's going to be a real trouble, isn't it? I will be troubled. So only those people who are that confident, a true leader, can empower the youth. Others all will do rest of everything except empowering the youth. So, now I am also coming and giving you an option. Empower yourself. An opportunity has come. All the classes I have been saying the same. Empower yourself. When you are empowered, your next generation can be empowered. Now, I don't think there is much. We are the same generation. One generation is how many years? 20 years. 20 years is one generation. So I don't think most of you are above 20 and I am below 40. So we are the same generation. We understand each other. Maybe slight variations will be there in our thought process, but we can sync easily. So our generation, are facing many things which our predecessors did not, or who were there behind us from the 70s or 60s who were there. We don't, what they have not faced, we are facing. One of the famous thing is COVID-19. 100 years before, there was the Spanish flu, which killed many people like this, which kept the entire world under lockdown. So our generation is facing. And see, we are trying to look forward. We are the youth. Because what does America fear? What does China fear? Why do all these people fear India? Maximum youth in the world is for India. So, if we don't empower ourselves, imagine in another 20, 30 years, this number of youth that is there, we are going to become what? Old. We will also get aged, right? We are going to become the oldies of the country. So if we don't empower ourselves, what is going to happen? We won't be able to give it to the next generation. They will ask us questions. Now, we are not asking our parents many questions is because our grandparents were there, who were from the 1900s. Somewhere or the other we learned something, isn't it? But we are going into such a situation which is more deadlier because we are neither there nor here. Are we traditional? No, we are not. Are we modern? No, we are not. We are in a confused state of mind. We are in a very confused state of mind. Now, even if you look at your dressing style, or take my dressing style, it's a confused state. I'm wearing a jeans, modern, and I'm wearing a kurta, very traditional. Confused. Nobody can be, I said I'm the same generation like you. There again confusion comes. So why this, who brought this confusion into us? The British. The British did all that is possible to disempower us. In our traditional system, the value of India was forgotten. So, when we ask you to study more, it is not to, criticize you, or, we are not trying to make you look a fool. It is hard. Studying is hard. But once you sincerely do that preparation and then you come someplace, as I said, you may not become what you aspire for. I aspired for an IPS officer. I am not. But I go around the country. I am getting the opportunity to go around the country and at least talk to people. And at least, young people are coming to me to get more identified. And that shows an inspiration, that shows an aspiration of all of you. And one of the best opportunities to get into a powerful system where you can change the life of others, you can inspire others, is the exam which I am telling day in and day night. When you start preparing seriously for UPSC, have you seen these alcoholists? Early morning they don't get a peg. They will shiver. We will also shiver, not because of alcohol, but we shiver because of information. If you don't get the newspaper early morning, we will start shivering. It's not that literally that we will shiver, but a sense of dissatisfaction comes. A sense of dissatisfaction comes to that level. If somebody knows an information more than me or before me, I get jealous. My jealousy is there, not because you have an iPhone, not because you have a Benz car, not because you have a 100 crores or 1000 crores with you. I am least bothered about these things. I will be jealous to you or those who seriously prepare, all those aspirants, including these IAS, IPS and all, they are all jealous of somebody having a better information than them. We become infomaniacs. Information mania. So, nobody should know more than us. That is the only thing. And without our knowledge, we share also. Without our knowledge, we share to others. See, always they say, you are all young. Your grandparents or parents must have told you one concept that, some of your college seniors, there will be a group, that nerd group, totally studious, they don't know anything other than studies. Then totally some rascal groups also will be there. That's part of college. Any college you go, this is what is going to happen. And in the mediocre range will be there. The flirts will be there. Every character we see in a college. It's a beautiful life. Enjoy college life as much as possible. Don't, college is for everything. College gives you some of the most wonderful days. That movies you must have seen, Telugu, Happy Days or something like that. A movie came some 4 or 5 years before, 6 or 7 years before it came. Tamanna and all was there. Happy Days or something like that. Anyway, it's not a botheration, but college life is one of the happiest life. Enjoy that. But while enjoying, study. That study should be there. And while the studies come, as I said, as your grandparents or parents, they have told, your level of, see, if you are in 5%, if you believe that you are only 5% and you want to improve without your knowledge, you will improve. Consciously, no, I'm not saying consciously. Without your knowledge, you will improve. There is a technique for that. Just go stand with these people who are too much into studies. I'm not saying 100% of time you must be with them. I'm not saying 100% time you don't have to be with them. At least one day in a week, 2 days in a week. You may not like their company, but still go sit with them. what will happen is, they are talking things which you don't understand. Don't go away from there. Be there. Tell inside your mind, okay, I am not understanding, I am a stupid, but I will sit here. I will listen to these people. Slowly, slowly what will happen is, you will start understanding. You will start understanding whatever they are talking. And see, they are naturally improving, isn't it? They are talking. See, we cannot learn everything. In this exam, 100% you cannot learn. You cannot learn everything and go for the exam. Do you know why? First rank is just 50 to 53%. If I say somebody is scoring 50%, 55%, will you say that is hard work? If it is hard work, means they should have earned what? 95%. Nobody here earns 95%. First rank is 55%. Where did the 45% go? Nobody can learn everything. So what you will do is, study some part. Maybe say, for example, there are 30 chapters or 30 different topics for a subject. Maybe you will study only 20 topics. Pray to God that only comes for the exam. Otherwise, again, the trouble will come. That is there. Nobody studies everything. I can assure you, any IAS officer will come and say, I studied 27 hours out of 24 hours. There is only 24 hours for everyone. But some people will come and say, I studied 27, 30 hours. Okay, you sit and listen. But smile inside. Smile inside. They did not. They cannot. They simply cannot. So, they did hard work. But that hard work had an element of smart work. And that smart work and hard work combined had an element of godly touch. They got selected. This is the understanding. Any exam. Now yesterday, in other two classes I have been telling that, you aim for the stars. You will reach somewhere on the treetop. Or else you will reach the star also. But when the star is aimed, everything else below is under your control. So any exam that you are going to write in future, because like I said, you have a laid back attitude. Very आराम से जिंदगी गुजारना है. Fine. But 1 year of your life when you take serious, the rest of your life can be easy. And I am saying, if you have, I'll tell you a few things, then I'll go into this. I'll tell you a few things. So, if you have a problem of understanding, you cannot directly take see, there is a process in learning also. How to learn, how to study. I'll tell you a few tricks on that. Just follow that. Within a matter of 6 months, I can tell you, you will improve very drastically. At least that much thankful you will be to me. That much I can assure you. Because I have done this as an experiment. I have been successful also. I used to train people for personality development. I used to train people for spoken English. I used to train for current affairs. Then only before UPSC, before me going for interview and all, I used to do these kind of small things. Because after leaving army and coming, then naturally personality development is part of us. I used to go take classes and all while preparing. That earned me some pocket money. So English was okay. So I was always in spoken English. So that also pocket money while I was, doing my college. So what I am coming to say is, first thing for learning, I am saying for everything else you have an ego. No issues. Keep your ego. But at least for learning, let go of your ego. See, I will not take that ego or something. I said I am jealous about somebody knowing more information than mine. A child also can teach you. Every information cannot be ours. That also should be understood. Maybe you can teach me better. Now, I am a dump in mathematics. I am very excellent with most theoretical subjects. But when mathematics, the numbers come, I faint. That's truth. Honestly, I am saying. Just numbers. I am fearful about numbers. But any other subject, I master. So, what I am coming to say is, let go of that ego. There will be a circle of your seniors, it should always be seniors or juniors also, but seniors who are good in studies. Just circle around them like a planet around the sun. Just circle around them. So what happens? They are naturally learning. They will share it with you also. Just if you go and ask, Anna, please help. Or Akka, they will be, or Bhaiya, Didi, whatever it is, they will help you. Those kind of people are like that. And especially if it is study matters, definitely they'll help you. I'm not keep a company with them. They will rise up in life because they are gaining information after information and they are giving you information. So what happens? In a matter of time, they will take you to their level. What did you do? Talk. That's all you did, talk. You did not take your books. You did not. Now what are you sitting here? Are you writing down anything? I am sharing information with you, which is actually elevating your brain level also. So tomorrow you are with him 1 year. I am also learning many things in order to give it to you. I am improving. But in a matter of 1 or 2 years, you will come to my level. Maybe I will improve or maybe I am there. Maybe you will improve more than me. I hope you are understanding. What have you done? Just befriended. You made a friendship with few people you thought you cannot. I'm just asking 2 days of your life. In a week. Just go 1 hour, 2 hours, just roam around them. They will help you. This is one trick. Now, how many of you are fluent in English? Fluent. Speak fluently. Nobody. Are you understanding what I am saying? Okay, thank God. See, any language, English language is very important when you want to go to write any examination. Because India is going into the world. We are becoming one of the global leaders. Now, many developed nations are becoming developing. We are going from developing to developed. Okay, 35% below poverty line and all is there, let it be. But still, doesn't mean that America is, there is nobody who is going hungry. If you go see New York, suburbs, suburban area, that's suburbs. There are more beggars than you see in Dharavi. Dharavi is a slum. There are more beggars in New York. That's a reality. But they will never show that outside. They will come to India, take movies, Slumdog Millionaire, and get Oscar awards. If we go to, but that is not the Indian culture. We don't go to others' house and, say, this is their problem. That is their culture. They will come to our house and show the entire world how is India. Look at India. India is dirty. India has beggars. India is uncultured, uncivilized. But we are better civilized than them. We are not going into their house to show how pathetically they live. How low they live, we don't show it to the world. So, but English is a global language. You want to become a government servant, most of the exams are in English. And even if you want to write in Hindi, even if you understand Hindi, there is something, 8 questions comes exclusive English. CSAT, Civil Services Aptitude Test will come. Aptitude. So that is English aptitude can be there, logical aptitude can be there, arithmetical aptitude can be there. So this aptitude test is also part. In that one is English. So why English is because it's a global language. It's a language of the world. British came in. British wanted to give us something. They wanted to keep us their clerks. The clerical jobs were for us. So the clerical jobs, they wanted to give us a language where we can communicate with our masters. English were our masters for nearly 200-300 years. And we could communicate with the lower people, the clerical people, master, clerk and the common man. That is how they intended. So the clerk will know the local language, vernacular language. The clerk can communicate in the vernacular language and the clerk will make the master understand. That was the purpose of English education. And then what happened? Say for example, Kannadiga or a Tamil, take an example. So Madras province, Madras presidency. So a Madras presidency person, when he went into the Bombay presidency, obviously a Tamil cannot understand Marathi. That is a division of India, lingual division. So, and we do not want Hindi, especially South India. We don't want Hindi. Maybe here it is okay, but there we don't want at all. So, there is an aggression against the Hindi language. So even if you ask me, I also ask, my second language till graduation was Hindi only. But still I ask, why Hindi? Can't be Sanskrit be there? So this new education policy has brought forward Sanskrit. Everybody will learn Sanskrit. So a connecting language was not there for India. The British, when they came, they introduced English language, and English language was known by everyone in many places. Now, a Madras presidency person, when he went into the Bombay presidency, what did he do? He started talking with the Bombay presidency person in English, or be it the Bengal presidency, Bengal or Delhi. Wherever he went, they were talking. So what did they talk? Their problems. So when the problems were shared, what happened? A person from Madras understood the person from Delhi, that both of them are having same problems under the British. So English language united us. British tried to divide us, but their own language we used as a tool to understand our plight, and we got united. So that made a thread in India. Now still I am talking to in what language? English language. So that became a medium of communication. It went across the world. So now English language is a language of the world. So you are supposed to learn. Okay, now how to learn? You don't have to go for a spoken English class. 6 months or 1 year maximum. I can make you read faster. See, whenever you go for an exam, what should you do? Yesterday I told you, it is not about sitting and studying. Any examination, okay, studies must be there. But most of the questions that you approach are logical. How fast you can read, how fast you can understand, that is what we say comprehension. Now, do you know comprehension? English comprehension in your school you must have done. Starting from the school itself, you must have done. So comprehension, comprehend. Comprehend means you kind of understand. So when you read, you comprehend that line and then you bring the best of outcome. So you bring the best of it. So how will you increase your reading speed? Practice. For that I should ask you, read book after book after book after book. I know that our generation does not like reading at all. We have lost that culture. Our parents, how many of you stepped into a library in the last 1 week? Hardly one. Of the entire classroom or this room, just one person. I did not ask how many of you read a book. Stepped into a library. Nobody is interested. So I certainly cannot ask you to read a book, then I will become the fool if I am doing that. I will tell you something very interesting, which you all can do. Which you all can do. I am asking you, watch movies. Can you do that? Watch cinema. Can you do that? Not serial. Not any serial. Not any local movie also. Not any local movies. Indian movies have only one trend. Hero and heroine running around the tree. Then two flowers will come together. That is all Indian movies are. And Indian movie stories are only one thing. There will be a rich villain. There will be a poor hero. Villain's daughter will be in love with the hero. This is 5,000-year-old story, 10,000-year-old story. Where did this come from? Where did this come from? Shiva Purana. Rich father-in-law, very poor hero. Heroine falls in love with the hero. Shiva's story is what? That is still continuing. Kaho na pyar hai. Nothing else. Hrithik Roshan also started there only. So somebody who read Shiva Purana nicely wrote all these stories. Nothing more. So, see, I am not saying, for entertainment you do anything. But I am saying change your way of entertainment. Make it infotainment. Infotainment means information also will come. Equally it is entertaining. Studies will become very interesting. Studies will become very interesting. Anything you do in life, make it infotainment rather than just information or entertainment. Club that both. I am asking you watch movie. Now I will not watch Bahubali in Malayalam. Bahubali is a world grossing, it earned like anything. I will watch Bahubali only in Telugu. I will watch KGF only in Kannada. I will not watch it in any other language. If it comes in my language also, I will not watch it. Watching it in that language has a meaning for that. Because that's the true intent. Originality. No, none of us likes duplicate. Then why do we go for that alone duplication? If I watch a Mongolian movie, I will watch it in Mongolia only. But I won't understand Bengali. I don't understand Telugu. Kannada though I can understand little. So, there is one other concept called as subtitling. You all know subtitles. So when you see a movie, because if you see something in your own language, you are in a comfort zone. Come out of that comfort zone. Studies is always out of your comfort zone. Come out of that comfort zone. And then what to do? Try understanding originality with your originality. Your originality is what? That subtitle. Run along. So what happens is, You have to read at the speed of the dialogue delivery. Isn't it? Initially it will be hard. It will be very hard. But keep along the movie. You know, at least you can rewind it if you don't understand. Sometimes, you know, in dialogues, such beautiful words come. We can actually use it. Many people will not know that. Wow, what powerful English. Slowly what will happen is you will fall into dialogue delivery itself. English language will become very strong for you. I am just saying 3 movies a week. Good movies, not any cliche Indian romantic movie. No, I am not saying romance. I am not saying comedy. Romance and comedy together. I am not saying comedy. There are very good pictures that comes by. Ask your friends. That was why I said intellectuals. First I went for intellectuals. Ask them which movie I should watch. Yeah, okay. Then they will ask you which genre you like. I mean, which type? Action movie or romantic movie. Okay, if you like romance, don't worry. Watch that. But make sure there is a subtitle running. This, in a matter of 6 months to 1 year, I can assure you, your reading speed will improve. You will finish a book in no time. Understanding the book also. Did you go for a spoken English course? No. After that, what you should do is, slowly when you understand, start understanding your listening also. Your listening capability is improving. But why I am saying English movie is that it is to help you for developing your language. So you are listening, you are reading, 2 things are happening. So listening means what is happening is, you are understanding that accent. You are understanding that accent. Maybe it is American accent or Australian accent, whatever it be. We have an Indian accent. We don't need to be American or Australian. We don't need to be the British. So this is some primary things you have to do before going for an exam. Examination preparation is not alone fact. Simply collect fact after fact after fact. No, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. Some homeworks are there. This is a homework. I am saying this is a homework. And a simple homework I am giving. In your life, maybe for 1 or 2 years, if you do the same, not with the local movies, but English movies. If you are seeing another language, make sure subtitle runs. Let it help you in any way. At least your reading speed will increase. Your pronunciation will increase. And, you know, you must have seen the movie Drishyam. You know, almost all languages it came. So Drishyam movie, there is a dialogue. He keeps on watching many movies. He has watched more than some 5,000 movies. 5,000 movies means 5,000 experiences. Why? We have same example. Drishyam movie is taken from which ideology? Do you know that? Nobody told me, but I myself found it. Panchatantra. 3 stupid princes were there. They were made most intelligent by telling them stories alone. Panchatantra. Panchatantra was written by Vishnu Sharma. Vishnu Sharma. If you don't know, you can take it down. If you don't know means you can, it's an information. So written by Vishnu Sharma. It's a general knowledge question. See, I am not giving you general knowledge. I don't have to give you general knowledge. I am just empowering you how you should go behind general knowledge. Doing all these things. 2-3 classes we have, or 2 classes we have done together, minimum. Some are freshers. you can go to Facebook. My previous classes are there. They are airing it on Facebook or other mediums. So 2, 3, what I'm saying is, collecting information is not studying. That's not how you pass. Maybe collecting information alone you pass, but that will not help you in your life. That will not help you in your life. So, see, we all are different. One more thing I will tell you. Another way of collecting information. Another way of improving your language. Wherever you go, you have your mobiles with you now. All of us, anybody not using a smartphone here? Smartphone? No, this is a smartphone. Anybody using that, very small device? So almost all are having access to smartphone. That is there. So when you have an access to smartphone, our generation, again I am saying our generation, has lost touch with one thing. Our parents used to do that. We don't. I am saying, come to that. Any examination, that will help you. I can give you guarantee, I can give you 110% guarantee, even for UPSC. So any other exam is below that only. Even for UPSC, government takes questions from that source alone. Nothing else. They cannot take source from anywhere else. This medium is called as radio. Radio. I don't know, anybody hears radio here? Not 91, 97.3 and all. Doordarshan. That, news, Doordarshan news or Akashawani. Akashawani. How many of you have heard Akashawani in the last? Okay, great. Maybe this island quality it is, but mainland we don't. Mainland we don't have that quality. We have lost that quality. So Akashvani, what is the benefit is, see, first thing we must understand, see, an examination is like a monster standing opposite to you, or it is your enemy. It will never let you conquer it. That is why it is made tough. So, you need to understand the enemy that you are facing so that easily you can defeat it. The more you understand your enemy, easily you can defeat it. Sun Tzu. Who was Sun Tzu? Suntzzu. Sun Tzu. Who was Sun Tzu? Okay, by the name you can understand he is Chinese. But what did he do? Okay, war strategy. He was a strategician. He was a military strategician. What was his book called as? Exactly. The Art of War. The Art of War. If you don't know, you can write it down. That's again another GK. It comes in lesser exam. This is not UPSC question. Don't worry. Whatever I said is Group 3, Group 4 question. Sun Tzu. Suntzu. Sun Tzu. He wrote the book Art of War. Very simple. I am saying, see, I am asking you to prepare for Group 1. Group 1. Group C question I am saying. Like I said, no empire was made in a day. Everybody takes their own time. That time I am asking 1 year from you. Not for me. You are not paying 1 rupee for me. You are not coming with me. You are not being with me. I am asking you prepare. You prepare for yourself. That's all I am asking. That's all I am asking. So when you prepare from here, when you look from here, when you, like I told, the Kuwa Kamandak, but when you fly like an eagle, you see lot of frogs. You see a lot of wells and lot of frogs. Once you be there, things are easy. So what I am suggesting again, reading part we have mentioned, the listening part we have mentioned. Now I am saying, make it a habit. Make it a habit. Anything you want to make it a habit. What is a habit? What is a habit? It is our routine. We do it as daily. Daily we will be doing it. If you want to make it anything a habit of yours, anything, if you are not practicing that, but still you want to make it a habit, just practice it for 21 days. We call it Artha Mandala. One Mandala Gala is, those who go for Shabarimala and all, we know, 41 days is what Mandala Gala is. Mandala Gala Vrata, we take. So I am not even asking one Mandala Gala. I am just asking an Artha Mandala Gala. 21 days. You do something for 21 days continuously, that will become your habit. I did not say, this is said in the book, The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari, Robin Sharma. The monk who sold his Ferrari. It's a very famous book. So, in that it is said. So, anything you want to make it into your life, 21 days is enough. But practice that for 21 days. You want to sit and study for like 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours. Slowly build that habit. Today sit for half an hour, tomorrow sit for 1 hour, day after tomorrow 1 hour, maybe 3-4 days 1 hour, then slowly increase the time 1.5, 1 hour 15 minutes. We cannot push ourselves in 1 day itself. Then we will feel, dejected. We will feel we are not productive. Things like this can happen. Slowly push. By the 18th, 19th day, go for 3-4 hours. 4 hours if you can sit at one go. 4 hours. If you can sit at one go, concentrating on whatever you are doing, that is called as meditation. Concentrating on whatever you are doing. Let you study, let you play, let you sit and meditate in Padmasana. Let you sit and meditate. Let you study everything. Anything done 4 hours continuously without interruption in your brain, that is called a meditation. Then you need not go to any temple or mosque or church or anywhere. Why? Because work is worship. Work is worship. Do your work properly, God itself will stand with you. There itself your devotion is there. God did not say, be devoted to me. God said, be devoted to your work or whatever you do. Bhagavad Gita, 18th chapter. Whatever you do, finally comes in my name. Whoever you pray, finally is for me alone. So work is worship. After 4 hours, take a break. I am saying, you can't take 4 hours, come for 3 hours, 2 hours. But 4 hours is the maximum for a meditation. And after 4 hours, if you don't take a break, you are still continuing. Don't come for SSC or IAS and all. You are a sannyasi. Go there. Moksha will come for you. Go. Don't be anywhere here. After 4 hours, take a break. Because normal human beings we are. Then our brain will go to stress. So stress management is very important. Stress is a very important thing. Manage stress also. Stress, when it comes to you, you will not understand. Your character may be very good, but when stress comes in, stress conquers you,
You are not understanding. Others will understand your character change. You will suddenly become angry. You will explode suddenly. You will tell, your parents or your friends will be saying your character is not the same. You will say everything is okay. But in that saying everything is okay also you are aggressive. You are angry. You will not know. Others will know. Stress conquers you when you go into depression. That's a big problem. Then you will never be a success. So you should always take care that you never get into stress, and that led to depression. Depression is kind of a disease and you have to take medications on it. Don't go for that. That is why I am asking you, when you study, keep your studies light. Make it, I use the word infotainment. I did not ask you to study. I did not ask you to be fully entertained also. I asked you to be infotained. Enjoy what you do. Then, see, I am my team, those who are with me, and we have cleared lot many government examinations. But as I told in other classes, we quit all those government examinations. Now you are saying you want to get inside. All of you are saying some government exam I should get inside. We quit and get. We don't want. Life is not about security. Only one life is there. Maybe Punarjanma and all will come. Don't know. But only one life. Do what you enjoy. Do what you enjoy. Rather than thinking about, it will all come, life will come to you. In Malayalam we have a saying, Bhagirya Deva Bhagendriya. The God which has tore the mouth will give you what is needed. God will give you. So, live happily. So when you live happily, you can be 100% true. See, that is the essence of being a good human. That is the essence of being a good human. So I am from last 2 days, 3 days, I am asking all the people I am meeting, work hard, work efficiently, aim high. After that, you go into any part of your life, life will be much more happy. Because you are a better human being. When are you a better human being? When you have more information. See, only if you see Hinduism, we again say this one concept. When will Lakshmi stay with you? Lakshmi is the goddess of wealth. When will Lakshmi stay with you? Lakshmi will only stay if you keep her that close. You should love her like you possess her. Possess money, right? You cannot own money. You should possess the money. So Lakshmi will stay with you only when you possess her. But the opposite is there, Saraswati. Saraswati will be with you in what way? When you deliver her maximum. The more you give, the more she gives. But Lakshmi is opposite. The more you give, the less she will give. That is why all the rich people are so conjus. More rich you become, history also says that the more rich you become, the more less they part from money. You go to, we have seen, beggars also say, maybe they go to some middle class family, they will give them food, maybe 10 or 20 rupees also. Go to a rich man's family, 1 rupee will give. They are rich. Saraswati is just the opposite. So here you are in now this is a Saraswati Kshetra. This room, whatever it may be, this is a Saraswati kshetra as such of now, because we are learning something. I am giving you, I know that she will give me more. So, quality of life. When you make a qualified life or a quality of life, definitely you will become a better human being. That's what I said. When I started this session, I said, go to those seniors who are the Buddhijeevis. They will give you everything. They will give you their knowledge, not money. They will give you their knowledge. Within 1 year, they might be standing here. But within 1 year, you are here. They will be here. But unknowingly, you reach their level. That you must try. You will definitely grow in your life. And for that, you must never aim low. Never, never, never aim low. Aim always high. Achieving your not is secondary. Karmanyeva vikaraste ma baleshu kadajana. Ma karmata lagetu bhute sankadostu dharma. Do your work. Rest I will take care. That is what he told. The greatest lines of Bhagavad Gita. So don't even expect the result. Do your duty. For doing the duty, go for the highest level. Write all the examinations. Let it be. Somewhere you will be. Somewhere you will get through. Somewhere you will get through. Now I have asked those people, I mean like the management, whoever is running the show, they have told me that more faculties can be brought. So I will be sending more of my team. Make use of it. See, I am standing here. I have come here not to enjoy Andaman or something. Then I can come privately. Don't worry. If I want to enjoy Andaman. I have come here for a specific purpose. It is up to you to exploit me. It is up to you to exploit. I am saying exploitation. Or optimal usage. It is up to you to optimize the usage of me. Whatever I have information, to collect it. 2 more days are there, or 2-3 more days are there. Whatever doubts you have, come ask. I will stay back for some time after the classes. Whatever doubts you have, I can, clear it up. I mean, concerning the exam, not philosophy and all. I am not there for a debate. I don't want to. Let's discuss. Anyone in the classroom, we will definitely discuss whatever problems you have. Not personal. That lawyer side, let it be outside. Your concerns for exam or studies, whatever I know, maximum I will try to do. Or else others are in line. When they come, they will do the rest. That I can assure you, my team. Yes, brother? I thought you had a doubt. So, for some brief time, any doubts in these, whatever I said, any doubts in this? Anything? Now, don't be shy. Don't be shy in asking. You can ask whatever. Okay. So, as I said, you all want to be civil servants, some job. That some job, I have pushed it to the most extensive job. It's not a job, it is a career. It is a career opportunity. So, I just want you to understand what are these. What is the basis of your studying procedure? That's all I just want to brief you about. Nothing more. We have been discussing. Last 2 days, all the classes, I had only 2 contentions. I had only 2 important matters to discuss. That is, one is motivation. Because I see a clear level of a non-motivated factor in most of it. Some say that we have to go to mainland, we don't have the money. If you determine, everything will be. If not, people will come from the mainland. But I'm not denying the fact. Most of you are eager also. The eagerness is there. But okay, there is a lack of infrastructure. That we will settle it out somehow. Don't worry. The things will come. So, but your motivation should not be lowered. It should not go down. But that very loop is part of human being. Some days we will be more inspired, some days we will come down. Oh, what to do? I'm not confident enough, something like that. So this high and low is part of human life. But keeping yourself, see, I stayed in Delhi for 4 years. I stayed in Delhi for 4 years. The only reason I stayed in Delhi was I did my preparation. Even though I come from a middle class family. My father also was a government servant. So we are not like a big rich or something that we can afford Delhi. But still I stayed. I worked in Delhi. And that's when I was with Dr. Tharoor. I worked in Delhi and earned also. So what happened was, why Delhi? What was the significance of Delhi was, one good thing was there in Delhi. It's not that South India did not have qualified teachers or something. Very qualified teachers were there. Sometimes better than Delhi also. Especially in Kerala. But one good thing about Delhi was, where the road I lived, there is two places are very good for civil services. One is Rajendra Place and the other one Mukherjee Nagar. Mukherjee Nagar is very known for Hindi medium. Rajendra Place is more for English medium. So, we will study for hours. We study for hours and then we come out thinking that I will take a break. The moment I come out of my room, the road is filled with students who are preparing for UPSC. Some idiot will be going with a book. Somebody, I don't know, somebody on the road going with a book. So what happens is that a sudden fear comes into your mind. When I am not studying, somebody else is studying. Immediately we run inside. That relaxation has gone away from the head. That was a big motivation from Delhi. That was the only motivation from Delhi. When you see somebody else working against you, you can't sleep then. Because you are fearful actually. It's not motivation. That is also a motivation. I will lose my position. Now, why am I working so hard here? I know that replaced, isn't it? Even a government should be like that. What we say nowadays is, see, BJP may be good or bad. BJP needs a strong opposition. Congress needs to be powerful. Congress needs to be powerful because if Congress is not powerful, then there is no party to oppose. Then monopoly will come. Or total domination will come. If somebody dominates, that is a basic human trend. If nobody to oppose, then I will do as I please. You also will do, I also will do, everybody will do that. So Congress needs to be strong as an opposition, because they are not the ruling party. So Congress needs to be strong in government also, for me also, for you also. When you have opposition, you will perform better. That is true. So you must be among your enemies all the time. So I stayed in Delhi, which was a motivation to take me back to my room. Otherwise I would have roamed Delhi and happily enjoyed my life. Even when I go to drink a glass of tea, you'll be tired, you go to drink a glass of tea. There also somebody will be talking, what happened those time, 1, 2, 3 agreement. What happened with Condoleezza Rice? What happened with George Bush? What was Iraq war? Drinking tea also, your concentration is there. Not coming out of studies. That's what I said the first session of this class. Be with people like that. They will be talking, but you will be. We don't have to speak to them. They will climb and go. They will take us to their place. So, Drinking tea also we are getting information. Maybe we might not have heard. We'll immediately come and check. What is that? That's how you keep yourself motivated. So always be in a crowd which will motivate you. Nobody can come and tell you daily, motivate, motivate, motivate. Even if you listen to my class like this 2-3 times more, you will itself walk out. What is this day? Daily motivation. I cannot do that. But I am repeating it because it is a form of brainwash. Everything is a form of brainwash. Becoming a soldier is brainwash. Becoming a terrorist is brainwash. How come? I said I was also somebody who was almost a soldier. So I said becoming a soldier is brainwashing. Becoming a terrorist is also brainwashing. How? It's all about ideology. It is all about idea. India is an idea. Can I come and hug all the mud there? India. No, that is. It's an idea where we have drawn a line on a map and then said, okay, this side of the line is me, that side of the line is you. Be there. If you take for our grandparents, now we hate a country called as Pakistan, or we don't like a country called as Pakistan. But for our grandparents, that was India. He was ready to die for that country or that land, where I am not. Whatever happens there, any explosion happens also, I will be standing there. Okay, nice. 10 more explode. What was not the case 100 years before. We don't know what will be the case 100 years later. So it's an idea. Like take for a terrorist also, that idea has been pushed into his head so that he comes for that, the betterment of that idea. Everything is an idea. An idea drives us. So make sure that your life has such kind of motivations. Any kind of problem, better than teachers are friends. Teachers come by, lecturers come by, motivators come by, but better than all of them are friends. But some friends will drag us down. Don't go to them. Don't go to them. No, seriously, because when you are studying, that also is very important. Because, see, you need to understand who will drag you down. It is not that they are dragging you down completely. They are in that level only. They cannot come up. Now, why are you here today? Many of your friends are not. Now, what happens is that when they will, for example, I will say, you want to improve yourself, you need to improve your language. One example I will say. So, in language, certain words that we use. For example, I will say a word, Renaissance. It's a French word. It's a French word. But in India, we say it as Renaissance. You have heard about the word Renaissance? Renaissance means rebirth. Rebirth. Or another simple word I will use. Garage. It's a French word again. But in India, we won't say garage. We will say garage, where we park our car and all. So sometimes when you learn a new thing, who will you share it with? Friends. So sometimes some friends will be there who will mock you. Simply will go, oh, where did you park your car? At the garage. Yeah. First thing they will ask is that, yeah. Garage. Suna nahi? Garage. Paisa do. See, it is not that they are dragging you down. They are making fun of you, but you need to grow, right? So if you take that very personally inside, then you are going to remain in that level only. But once you grow, and then you become an officer or something, the same friend will be very proud of you, saying that हाँ मेरा फ्रेंड IAS बन गया. And when you go to his garage again, you say garage again, he will not tell anything. भाई बहुत समझदार है, बढ़िया है. This is what will happen. So do not take any kind of mockery. Anybody making fun of you, when you are learning, let them make fun of your dress, let them make fun of your body shaming, let them do whatever. You might be fat, you might be too thin, you might not be six-pack, so they might shame your body. You look ugly or something. Let them do whatever, but let them not make fun of your educational procedure, because you are slowly climbing. If you take that into heart, you will be pulled down. We need to be very clear on this one idea. Do not let anybody mock you on your education. Otherwise, God has created us with deformalities. We are not perfect humans. Education, all of us are born equal. How much we climb matters. It's our interest, it's the effort that we put. That should be there. So, like I am saying, the examination, one of the toughest examinations that comes across, as I said, the highest examination, like we said, the government body is the most significant part of this, and one of the main ideas of becoming the civil servant is serving the nation. Anything is serving the nation. Even if you are a film actor, also you are serving the nation. It's not that you join the armed forces or civil service that you will be serving the nation. Even I am serving the nation. Tomorrow you also become officers. Maybe some of my motivation would have helped. Then I also served the nation. Because in army interview they ask, why are you joining the army? Sir, I want to serve the nation. I want to take the gun, kill Pakistanis. That is not serving the nation. That is also one part. But generally we say in interview, humbly we say, sir, it's a lifestyle. Military life is a lifestyle. It is a different form of life. It is a prestigious life. It is a disciplined life. It is an honoring life. Even a banker serves the nation. Even a peon serves the nation. Everybody does. Anybody who pays the tax will serve the nation. Not only the army people or navy or air force or police. So, but the foremost level of official class comes in civil services, and that too IAS. So, when you look out for civil services, you want to join, like I said, anyone who has a third class degree. That's all they are asking. For that you don't, whoever is in graduation, don't go and tell your parents that, I will get only third class. Minimum third class. With the 21 years of age, if you are from a recognized university, you will be eligible for writing the exam. That's all that is. In 2014, there was a survey. 2014 or 15, the survey came out. The survey said that 70% more of UPSC IAS officials, they took their degree result. Most of them were 50 to 70%. That's all. Their degree result was nobody, 70% of them, 80% of them had 50% to 70%. Very less, 10% or so was above 90%. So here it is not about brilliance. Here it is all about perseverance. Perseverance means when you have a trouble, how much you take an effort to overcome the trouble. That's all. When you have a trouble, what is the trouble here? Studying. Studying is a trouble. So, how much effort do you take to overcome the trouble matters a lot. So, how much effort that you take to overcome the trouble, perseverance, that you keep at it, you do not let it go. Have you seen Lord of the Rings? English movie Lord of the Rings. It's a very good movie, trilogy, 3-part. It is Lord of the Rings. The character in that is, they want to dispose of a ring and they face so much of trouble. But the perseverance that they carry till the end, whatever trouble comes, I will go through it. It's not easy. So, perseverance, not brilliance. One more thing I am saying. If you think, if anybody tells you, you need to be 90% and all, openly tell them, third class is all that an IAS officer needs. Or to become an IAS officer, see, once you pass the exam, the academy will train you. In the academy, they will train you. Whether you are third class, whether you are first class, whether you are a rank holder, all of you will be treated equally because you have cleared their exam. Their standard you have cleared. So do not think anything. See, if you want to become a professor, you want to become a CA, you need to have more than 60%, 55-60%. UPSC is not asking that. Just third class. Then what is the problem? Don't have misconceptions. Many people have misconceptions. So that misconception should be removed. Don't have any faulty ideas. So coming back, the main three or the more highlighted versions are IAS, IPS and IFS. Central services are different. All India services. IFS is not all India service, IFOS is Forest Service. Indian Administrative Service, Indian Police Service, Indian Forest Service. All India services. Rest are Central India Service. So, for central services they say. So when you talk about, like I was telling you yesterday, this is what will happen when you become one. You want to help the society. A single stroke of your pen, when your ink flows from your pen as your signature, it is changing the fortune of millions. This is what you must follow. This is all you have to follow. So then, and like what I say always, yes, those who aspire to bring a social change, it is not about security, my dear brothers and sisters. It's not getting a monthly salary and then putting it in your pocket and then walking around. Then we are as good as zombies. And I always use that word, zombie. We are as good as zombies because we are not productive. Just got into something, we become very mechanical, like a machine. There is no thinking. We are just on that, desk for next 30 years, 35 years. We are just behind that desk, behind those dusty files, and done with our life. Did we exist? Okay, maybe our grandchildren will think. When I came here first day, your MP sir, he had a chat with me for 5-10 minutes. So what I told him was, I am not bothered about anything else. 50 years later, I won't be there. Maybe God decides that I'll be there. But I may not mean something. But 50 years later, if one among the students I have taught thinks about me, then that is an achievement. There was one guy who came bald and beard, who told something which I did not understand half, but he went. Okay, he did some good. Then I am successful as a human being. Because when I read a lot. I read a lot, books. Do you know that books which are of this generation, next generation will not read? Many novels which are there, which was very famous in the 50s and the 40s, we are not reading. We read the books which our generation is writing. And that same will not be read by others. So, if I am becoming an author, I should want to become an author like Adolf Hitler. Adolf Hitler is not a negative character. Okay, he is considered a negative character. But if you look at him like an author, you know Adolf Hitler's book? What is it? Mein Kampf. My struggle. That was written in the 40s. It is one of the most circulated book even today. So he is a very good person or a rich person as an author. His ideas are still circulated. Everything begins from an idea. His ideas are still circulated. If you ask me, I want to become, if I write something, or if I am to be remembered, I like to be remembered like how Adolf Hitler is famous. That is my jealousy. That is what, people must remember you. That you lived. And even 50 years from now, you are going to be old. What will you remember 30 years behind a desk? Will you remember? Will you remember 30 years simply sitting behind a desk? A heap of files in front of you? Will you remember that? One day you go for a trekking. One day you climb a mountain. One day you jump in the sea, deep enough. That you will remember then also. A life of adventure will only be remembered. You will not remember. 10, 12 years we were in school. Isn't it? One excursion we remember. Few adventures, few mischiefs with our friends we remember. Do we remember the everyday of school? Definitely not. Those were beautiful days. And now marriage will come, children will come, all the musibat will come. Then you will not remember anything at all. Be adventurous in life, and one of the greatest jobs or careers which gives you an adventuristic life, if you want, UPSC Civil Service, IAS, IPS. Life is all about enjoyment. Enjoyment without troubling others. That also should be told. Otherwise, we can hurt all of the people and then enjoy. No, that should not be the point. When others also smile with us. Morning I was coming from the hotel. I smiled at the person. That fellow looked at me very rudely. So I was just thinking in mind. What I thought was very uncivilized. Because smile is something we call contagious. You smile at somebody, they will smile at you. At least there will be a confusion. Do I know? That confusion will be there. Smile is, somebody don't smile at you means, I smile at everybody who, that's not because I am something else. See, they might be in some tension. They might be in some tension. So when you give a smile, at least like I said that, what? Smile came, as well as they became little bit light. So if I can give that much at least, then I am happy. These kind of people, they can do a lot more. They can bring a lifetime of smile. More than politicians. Politicians will come only for 5 years. Politicians in power are only for 5 years. When you get inside, you are in power for the next 35 years. An entire generation you can inspire. That is what you must take care of. So, when you say, have this idea of civil services, Three stages are there. Three stages are there for this exam. There is a preliminary, there is a mains, there is an interview. It's a three-stage program. Preliminary exam, when you come by, it is a very broader prospect. I mean, they will ask you a very larger level questions. I mean, like a very broader level questions. Peripheral level questions they will ask from a subject. From a subject. Say for example, say for my subject, history. Like I say, 6 modules are there. 6 modules are there. So, history, that is ancient India, medieval India, modern, postmodern, art and culture. 5 modules for India. Then comes world history. World history is from 16th century Renaissance to present day, or up till say 1991 or beyond, up till 2000. That is what generally 2010 also they might ask, because that's history. So world history will come up to that. 16th century Renaissance to 18th century Renaissance to 2010 odd. They won't ask you very in-depth into this when it comes to a preliminary. Preliminary only Indian history is asked, not world history. That is for mains. So Indian history when it comes by, they are asked in a very broader format. And the choice of options are very similar. For example, I joke around it, the same. Other classes also I have mentioned that. You know, they will ask me, my name is Manoj Madhav, so my 4 photographs will be shown with the beard, without the beard, French beard, and with the, all hair, and all 4 choices me only. All 4 choices are me, but most appropriate choice, who? Manoj Madhav of 2021. That has to be it. So most appropriate choice. This year, much of the questions came, and all the other examinations also they are following the same pattern. They are following the same pattern. So please keep to that. So preliminary comes, then comes the mains. When the main exam comes, the same procedure follows, but not the peripheral level. You will go a little more deeper. Questions will be asked a little more deeper. For that, you have to practice questions. How will you practice questions? I say, first you study. Study means first you need to study NCERT textbooks, not state level textbooks. I am saying NCERT level, the central level textbooks there are. Central school level textbooks you have to study, 6th to 12th. Don't think that you have done graduation or post-graduation. I can assure you, I can guarantee you, I can put the test paper from 6th standard and fail you all. I can put the test paper from 6th standard textbook and I can make you fail here. Please don't carry that ego. That is why first I said, for education, do not have ego. Maybe a child can teach you. One question from 6th standard. One question from 6th standard. Which type of writing or what was the script of Egyptians? Tell me, 6th standard information. What was the script? All of you passed the 6th and came. Tell me. What was the script used by Egyptians?
You wanted to fail us.
6th standard. You have come after 6th standard. I am asking a 6th standard question. Very silly. I don't want to fail. I want you to pass. But I am showing something to destroy your ego. It is called hieroglyph hieroglyphics. It's not a, must have forgotten this name, and then there is hieroglyphics. It's a pictographical form of writing. Pictures will be used for writing, that is called hieroglyphics. Pictographical form. This is a 6th standard information. So 6th standard means where will be asked not for UPSC, they will ask you for group 4, maybe group 3, maybe. So no ego for learning in it, no ego for studying. So first you must start, your foundation should come from NCERT textbook. It will help you for all other exams. I am saying this. That's what I have been saying. It will help you for all other exams. Other exams will be cakewalk. Just write and go. That's what I am motivating you for this exam. Study this, rest everything is easy. But study here, then each one you will have to study separately. Don't do that mistake. Don't let anybody in your family also do that mistake. Everything is covered. One shot. So, mains comes by. Then, in mains we have seen paper 1 and 2. Then again, general studies. All the classes we kept on mentioning, not general knowledge. Knowledge, what I told you, 3-4 information is general knowledge. But if yesterday I holistically covered India, the geography of India, certain political situations, certain social situations, all the other 2 classes I covered like that. General studies. When you study in that in-depth manner, naturally you are covering general knowledge. You don't have to understand anything more. So, optional paper, you have an option also. There are some 20-30 options available. You can opt for a subject, whether you want sociology, whether you want political science, history, public administration, or literatures are there, Hindi literature, Tamil literature, Tulu literature, not Tulu, Marathi, or anything. Pali is there. Pali language was spoken by Lord Buddha. That is still there in India. Or Maithili literature is there. Maithili was spoken by Sita. Still near to Bihar, Nepal region, the Maithili language is still spoken. That literature is there. But that also can be studied if you want. You can opt anything. You might be an engineer, but you can opt for sociology. You might be a doctor, you can opt history. I am a lawyer, I opted for history. Your comfort matters. Anything that you do, interest is different, comfort is different. What is the difference between interest and comfort? See, both our dress, it's the same. It's a kurta and it's a kurti. One example I can give. The ladies who are sitting here, most of you have worn a kurti. And I have worn I am interested in kurta. So, interested in kurta. But if I wear your kurti, will it be comfortable for me? Interest is different. Comfort is different. Always find out what is your comfort rather than what is your interest. I am interested in history. You should never come behind me. I will say history is this, history is that, history can do this, history can do that. But if you are not interested in history, or if you are not comfortable in history, do not come behind. Because some of your friends may tell you, what have you taken? You might have taken sociology. Your friend might be public administration. Your friend will say, public administration is easy. Yes, for your friend, public administration is easy. It may not be for you. So don't take a decision going to someone else. Choose wisely for you. Because some faculties are there who will tell, take public administration. Because in academy, you are going to learn public. First you get into academy. First you pass the exam, which will get you selected. In academy, they will anyway teach you public administration. Don't worry. But if sociology helps you to get into academy, take sociology. For that, you must learn a little and then consult the previous year's question papers. Always, 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 previous year's question papers is very necessary. Before the exam, before going for an exam, at least 10 to 20 question papers must be consulted. Any exam. Any exam. So what happens is 10 to 20 examined question papers means, or I usually say UPSC means 100 question papers, previous years. Not only that, what UPSC has given. You know, academies are there. They also give tests. That question paper also you do. 100 question papers means in one question paper 100 questions are there. That means you have covered 10,000 questions. 10,000 questions, that is 10,000 experiences. Just like watching the movie. It's very easy. 100 question papers can be covered in a matter of 6 months. 3 months it can be very well. 90 days. Aramse you can cover 100 question papers. But I am giving you 6 months. 6 months you can cover 100 question papers. Very easy. Don't even worry about that. But without that, this will give you an idea how to approach a question. I am not going in very depth. I am just giving. Usually I tell this when people come for classes, exclusive classes. Then we build on it. We give them this orientation and then we build on it. We teach them, or we tell them, or we train them how to approach the question paper. I am not going to tell you how to approach the question paper because you will not have an idea now. And only when class will start we will tell all this. But I am giving you an idea. If we don't see again, let it benefit you somehow. Question papers are very necessary. Work on the question paper. But one more thing. Without studying, don't approach a question paper. Because without studying, if you do, then you are cheating yourself. You will get scared. When you are scared, when you are fearful, that fear will conquer you and that will destroy your exam. Minimal level you study, train yourself on question paper. That is very important. Any exam, group 4 or group 1. 2 hours a day. Just 2 hours a day. 6 months. 6 months means how many days? 180. 360, 180. 180, 185 days. 185 days, 180 days you take. I am asking only 100 question papers. 180 days, 100 question papers, 2 hours a day. Is that a big thing? It's a very small thing. See, when you might have money, but when you go to buy a car, the car is expensive. The car may be like 10 lakh rupees. But when the people tell you 10 lakh, they won't tell you. They will say, you can take a loan. Okay, what is a loan? Monthly payment. So 10,000 rupees only. Then you will calculate, okay, I earn 50,000 a month, or 40,000 a month, 30,000 a month. 10,000 can be given. But actually when you finish the loan, you have paid more than 11 lakhs or 12 lakhs. But when you reduce the boj, when you reduce the heaviness, people are ready to take. That is the same thing I am also saying. I said 6 months, 2 hours, 180 days, or 1 year. But 1 year is a little bit extensive. That's what I am saying. 6 months is apt. 6 months, 100 question papers you try. You see the difference in it. Before that you must study. Foundation should be there. That is why foundation I said, without studying 6th to 12th standard of NCERT, don't go. That is foundation. Then after foundation you come to us, we will tell you what is the next level of books. But before that, don't even think about any others. Not once. Not once. I want you to read NCERT at least 3 to 4 times. I want you to study NCERT 3 to 4 times. Okay. Some days you will be little bit low. Inside, I don't want to study today. But you know inside your head, you should study. What will you do on that day? You are not in a mood to study, but your head is saying, exams are studying. What will you do that day? Don't study. Don't study. Simply sit there. Read. So what's the difference between reading and studying? What is the difference between reading and studying? You study a subject, right? Chemistry, physics, biology, history, anything you can study. So studying a bit of heart is given. But reading, do you study a newspaper? Do you study a newspaper? No, we read a newspaper. So reading is casual. You are not taking the stress. Simply sit and read. Go through the lines. That's all. Okay, what is the difference between studying and learning? What is the difference between studying and learning? I said I study a subject, but I learn a language. Do I say I am studying Hindi? In school we will say study Hindi because the syllabus is limited. Syllabus is limited. But actually we learn a language. We don't study a language because language is human created. Human created, right? I am going to create that language. Maybe tomorrow I can add on in Hindi or any language that is there. I can add, I can subtract also. So there is a never-ending possibility of learning a language. I am learning English. And that learning possibility comes from whom? Me. So learning. Studying is limited. Can I study the entire chemistry in the universe? Chemistry is all across the universe. Physics is all across the universe. Even if I take a PhD in chemistry, can I take a PhD in chemistry? No, only one part of it. A small part of it alone is taken. Studying is limited. Learning is unlimited. Reading is casual. This is what the difference that you must understand. So coming into this particular concept that we saw, here you need to understand on or focus on studying method. And when you are not interested in studying, make sure you are reading. You don't waste your time. Because what happens when you read, what will happen is your eyes are going through that lines. Isn't it? See, newspaper. We are not studying. We just read through the news. But if you are asked about the news, in that evening also you remember, right? But something you study, when you are asked about in the evening, you forgot. What is it? There is some troubles there, no? When you casually did something, you remember. When you intensively did something, you forgot. Stress. You read a newspaper now, and I am telling you, at 1 o'clock I am going to conduct a test paper. You will not retain 90% of the news. It is the calmness of your mind that you are retaining information. So, any subject that you approach it very calmly. It's easy. It's easy. Because history is very tough for many people. It's a very tough subject. The book stands here, history subject. Bring it here. Just read that book. Just read the history book when you take a history book. Just read it. What happens to the book which is here will come down here. Because when you look at the book again, you have an attitude. Buddy, I finished it. I can finish it. No problem. Attitude matters. Attitude matters. Newspaper. What happened? You finished it in the morning. Did you care for the newspaper? Did you care for the news? No. But what do? Take the newspaper, hold it. Gone. We throw it. If you show the same attitude to a book also, more things will happen. Attitude matters. Make things silly. Make things silly. Now, even if you are going for a fight, college mein jhagda hua karte hai. You go and stand very silly. I am here. The other person will take little bit seriousness on you. There is a Napoleon's one statement is there. An enemy who forces you to surrender is himself afraid of getting surrendered. So somebody who comes against you is also afraid of getting beaten up by you. How much confidence you have matters. How you see things matters. So here, optional paper, you can opt for anything. Your comfort matters rather than interest. No other person's comfort should not be your comfort. You must study a little bit, then you should go and try to get the previous year question paper. Try to attend that whether you can create a question. For example, when you are writing a mains exam, imagine that has 10 points there. For full mark, 10 points are there. You will not write 10 points completely. In the exam also maybe 8 points you will write. That's all, memory. But if you read it once or twice, that topic, for example like Ashoka. If you read the topic of Ashoka once or twice, and then you took a question of Ashoka, and if you can recreate at least 2 to 3 points, then you are comfortable with the subject. After studying good, you can create 8 to 9 points. Isn't it? This is how you find how you are comfortable with the subject. That happens there. So, interview is personality. Because already they have tested you in your knowledge. Now, interview you go, whether you have the quality to become an officer is what is important. Because leadership quality is necessary. I told her, everybody will look for OLQ, officer-like quality. That is very necessary. That OLQ, they will test you. Everybody may not have that OLQ. You might be brilliant, but are you brilliant enough for that particular job? That is necessary. So the personality test is what? More or less. It is not your knowledge that they will test. Your personality. That we will discuss some other time. When you pass and all, we will tell you, or during the class hours, we will tell you more about it. So, these are mention of how papers go by. So, syllabus, what I can do is, the syllabi part, I can give them, the printout. Those who want can collect the printouts or something like that. That is more efficient. If you have any doubt, you can come and ask me later. That will be more appropriate rather than me sitting and explaining all this concepts to you. So, these are some of those things which I need to mention about exam as such. Any examination is below this procedure only. Any examination goes below this procedure. You don't have to worry about. Once you prepare like this, you can see, you are seeing on the board what all subjects you are covering. I have given a detailed divisions also. In 2018, how was the paper made? You can see. Any exam, if you study like this, any exam is under you. Any examination is under your. Like I said, other exams are cakewalk. Other examinations are cakewalk. So, see, without these two, imagine, without studying geography, you will not understand environment. Every examination this happens. So geography must be studied. But if you look at geography, it is very less. 2020, geography was very less. Just 4 questions. Just 4 questions. And do you know what environment number of questions came? More than 30 questions. Can you say that environment questions are not geography questions? They are geography only. So then geography went up to how many percent? Almost 35%. And geography was in total 35%. Understand, for every exam they will follow such patterns. This is what you need to understand. Again, history if you look, 20%. This year it was 21%. Out of that, nearly 11 questions was art and culture. Without studying proper history, you will not understand what is art and culture. For example, I tell you one example. Say, architecture called as Buland Darwaza. Where is this Buland Darwaza? No. Agra. Agra. So, that is an architecture. Buland Darwaza. Who built it? Akbar. Why did he build it? Questions coming. This is general studies. Buland Darwaza, Akbar. Where is it? Agra Fort. Fatehpur Sikri. Fatehpur Sikri exactly. Nearby to that is Agra Fort. What is it made of? Red sandstone. Red sandstone. Why did he make it? Because he won a victory over a place called as Asirgarh. He won a victory. So commemorating the victory, he built Buland Darwaza. This was 2018 question. Then, which year did he make? 1602. So imagine, one architecture is coming. They asked which one? Buland Darwaza. But where are we connecting with it? History. Akbar is history. 1602 is history. War is history. Everything came, but art and culture. Art, culture, architecture. UPSC divides all this. Other exams don't divide. They will just put everything together and they will just ask a question. So if you have studied in this depth, your knowledge is pakka. You know all the information. To pick out one information, any other exam, done. Successful. What I said, my friends, I said, they have encountered n number of jobs. They left all and came. And yesterday I told you about money also. What is the money that we can earn with education? So, one more slide is there. So, so these kind of efficiency that you are going to put through matters a lot. I know that it was a tiring session, not like the other areas. Today I thought like let me take a little bit on understanding the exam. So to next class onwards, we will go back to the same condition what we were doing yesterday or day before yesterday. But without, me just coming and mentioning what is India, what is this and that and all doesn't happen. This is the main thing. I came here to tell about UPSC. So I have to explain the exam base. So now I think you have an idea, and most probably I will give certain pages of this to print out. You can collect it if you want. That will give you a deeper idea. And any doubts before I go, if you want to come, you can come to me. We will discuss. Certainly we will discuss. Any questions? joined the session. It was a wonderful day. Good afternoon.